To make the proof file of 4 on the sales documents that ESL was participating in available, IJ academics on stream had to wait 8 months. The official explanation for the government's offer of the plea deal has finally been released too. Now that Young Thug is no longer incarcerated, it's all part of a larger plan devised by Defani Willis to trap artists in Atlanta. And it's crazy. She's playing chess out here instead of checkers.
Two of them. Like, I've heard the two of them. They're like, yo, these are going first, then these are going first. I've heard the names. And I don't know if I should say it. Again, I got nothing to do with no investigation for nothing, whatever, but these are top rappers. Well, one's a top rapper. The other one, matter of fact, I'll do the segment without saying the name. I'll just say this. I believe you know who the obvious name is. They're in Atlanta. They go by three letters. They've been popping. One of the top, I would say.
While the DSL case is officially over and Young Thug has been released from prison, it is far from over, despite the fact that DJ Adam Maxey was able to disclose everything. The fact that Lil Baby has served 4 jail sentences in the previous 3 months is essentially an indication that a significant retaliation case is imminent and that Young Thug may be personally involved, which puts me in a vulnerable position.
Tell you some things that you're gonna have to take my word or don't believe it. It's fine. I don't care either or. When Fonnie Willis started targeting YSL, Fonnie Willis had a bunch of people to target. She wanted Thug. She got YFN. So she got YSL, YFN. Eventually, they were gonna get to 4PF. That's one of the reasons they changed their names, by the way. Except, from what I heard, the feds told them, it's okay, we got it. So the feds told him, like, it's okay if you dismiss the charge. So they didn't go that hard with trying to get Dirk, especially after Blonde died. They dropped that case. They dropped it, but the feds has realized we gonna get Dirk eventually. You doing the math? You see why Lil Baby is moving the way he been? Because Lil Baby hasn't been on Fed watch. He's been on county.
But how did the announcement set the whole thing off? The court is attempting to reincarcerate Young Thug by using his terms as a pretext for his release, according to DJ Academics. According to them, Young Thug is in a vulnerable position to fail since being on probation for 15 years is more difficult than you might think.
Fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you had no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. But he's always gonna talk about him and his is doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, me is like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about it. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how.
When DJ Akav Meeks eventually admits that the federal government would frame up the young criminal and sentence him to 20 years in jail, his best friend Lil Baby is tricked.
In-depth investigations. Recent months, you've had 2 high-profile racketeering cases. There could be more. Oh, nice.
A month after being free from prison, Young Thug has remained silent, and his lawyers know that the federal authorities are now looking into him once more. He started it all with the tweet, well, let's drop one on these rats. Gunna's early departure from the trial has drawn public criticism from artists Lil Baby and Young Thug. Young Pug should not be permitted to participate in online or in-person beefs as part of his probationary arrangement. Lil Baby responded on Instagram, must stay out of trouble with the law. The fact that Young Thug posted a video from Instagram on Twitter the next day didn't help either. Please don't act like we're online pals, my friend. I'm not sure who you are. Assuming reciprocity and exhibiting trust, Gunna and his brother eventually developed an interest in this. Later on that night, Young Thug took things a step further and posted an Instagram story in which he categorically claims to be at home and to have spoken with Gunna behind her back.
Hey man, what you got to tell these people? Back. Back, Jack.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my rap.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
Right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Young Thug is telling Gunna that he made the right choice and that T.I. even backed him. But as DJ Akad Enix pointed out, the secret hostility he is fostering with Gunna is a serious problem. The federal government offered him a plea deal to get him out of jail because they saw through all of this. But according to a WAC 100 report, there are 2 hours of video that show Gunna telling Young Thug in an interrogation cell that she's retaliating for all of the covert taunting that Young Thug and the baby have been engaging in over the past few months.
Hey, Gunna, listen. I'm putting it together. I'm gonna give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm gonna give you some time, though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess. Confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah. Guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm talking about.
When the Young Thug made comments about ZNA during his purported Instagram live, many believe he went too far and broke his probationary restrictions.
I miss you too. What you doing?
Being bored. You don't like him?
No, if I'm up in the room.
Cause you was being mean. He felt your energy.
Man, I don't need to play I fly over LA. Is that?
Now that he is out of jail, Young Thug may respond to the video of Gunna snitching in court, which puts him in danger of breaking that portion of his probation and disparaging Gunna once more. This is because despite the fact that the young criminal allegedly performed an Instagram live a week after being released from prison, news outlets quickly began to report on rapper Gunna being harassed and followed by local Atlanta gang members. It has been linked by many others to Young Thug's desire for vengeance for allegedly spying on him.
We have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in person.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, Corbin Hyman, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Records would later tell researchers that soon after DNA left the USL trial and returned home, Thug called a number of other rappers in the industry and instructed them to unfollow Gunna, stop doing business with him, and cease following him altogether.
Atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give up, if you believe me. That's what he sent to, or he sent a message to Dirk, Baby, there's a few other rappers that just won't call their names, just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not fucking with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. It ain't like you're trying to really like.
Thug was compelled to respond after this went viral online, so he briefly went live on Instagram while joking and laughing.
I just jumped on here to let you ladies know that yes, a goat can go live. Whoa! What's up? Who up right now? What's up? Who up right now?
However, within 20 minutes, a report with video evidence of Young Thug in the studio flaunting his diamond and appearing content to be at home was published, and things swiftly spiraled out of control.
Pound, P.
No way, P.
You gonna pound,
Go pound, go make bag.
Pretty ass bag. That's it.
However, Lil Baby was defending Young Thug and disparaging Gunna for over a year before the father of the new club met him and instructed him to stop talking, which makes the entire growing Thug versus GNA dispute unclear.
What about Lil Baby throwing at Gunna for his plea deal?
He need to shut the fuck up, cause he don't know what's going on. You know, he's going off of what he heard. When have y'all went to a court date to support Slime, to support Jeffrey, to support Thug, however you want?
His father feels that Young Thug should take care of him directly because his current situation isn't even mostly caused by his DNA.
Clarify that a little simpler. Gunna hasn't done anything whatsoever that can hurt us on this case. Period.
Courtney said, how do you feel about Gunna?
I love Gunna.
See, that's the thing. People don't understand the relation that Gunna is a rat and he's done this and done that.
No.
However, things go much stranger after this. Young people began requesting that Lil Durk quit a forum after he disclosed a phone conversation with Young Thug in which he yelled the lyrics to a new single. The chat was later shared on Twitter. Young Thug would get in touch with Lil Durk and ask for the verse each time a mobile conversation disclosed that Lil Durk had taped this recording. What happened to Virgil? He will most likely say that this is a preview of Gunna remixing his own song about Virgil's fate, which he and Gunna wrote.
I know I want you on. I'm dropping this surprise album on the same day Buddy dropped his album. Coming up soon. I need a verse from you. If you feel like replying, if you feel like you want to reply to it, saying or something, man, don't do it. Let's drop it on my album. I'm dropping it.
Even though Young Thug's lawyers warned him not to release songs or post on Instagram because of the online leaks of everything and his conflict with Nur, DEA researchers would eventually uncover one more specific detail after he was released from prison. Drake reportedly flew to see Young Thug and gave him $1 million 2 hours after he was released from prison, according to DJ Academics.
Afterwards, Drake flew to Thug and allegedly gave him $1 million. Drake ain't tell me. Drake gonna hit me up and be like, which, by the way, super strategic move. Super strategic. Thug was in jail talking about let's squash all this beef. If I'm Drake,